Thank you, brothers and sisters. We have something here that we want to present to you.
Yo, stop it!
Peeves.
Yo, what's up? What up? It's your man Wild Child. Thank y'all to Drop the Beat podcast, man. We live, we ready, and in studio once again. I got my man DJ J Illa, one of Chicago's finest, my boy.
Wild Child, what up though?
I appreciate you. What's happening?
Slow motion, my brother.
Yes, sir. I thank you for taking the time out to sit down and talk with me, talk things DJ.
All things DJ, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man. It's a brotherhood,
man.
And
Absolutely.
sisterhood.
Absolutely.
It is a family hood.
Absolutely. You feel me? So let's just get straight into it, man. Where you get the name from, man?
All right, so I know a lot of people think that I got my name from Dilla, which I did not.
Okay.
So, in the 90s and shit, I was like ultra 90s hip hop dude. Like I tried every element of hip hop. And before I was a DJ, I used to rap, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah. And I had this thing where I used to always be like, Jay is iller than yada 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 yada. And one day I was rapping, me and my homie was freestyling, and I just kept saying Jay is iller, and I just kept going. And I was like, man, Jay iller, that's pretty fucking dope. And this was around, we talking about 2000 at this time. I was like fresh out of high school, and I was a huge Slum Village fan, and this was around when Dilla was still JD.
Yes, sir.
And then when he dropped Welcome to Detroit, then it was like JD, aka J Dilla, and I was like, oh fuck. And I was about to change my name. I was about to rebrand and change my name. Twilight Tone was like, he thought I should rebrand, and he started calling me J Illinois.
Shout out Twilight.
He started calling me J Illinois, and then I was rocking with Prince Paul, the legendary Prince Paul, at Shrine one Wednesday. And we had all went to dinner at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. And I had asked Prince Paul, and Prince Paul was like, man, fuck that. Don't change your name. He's like, your name is your name. Stand on that shit.
I like it.
And I was like, all right.
I
guess I'm going to stay with J Illa.
I like it. So for me, I had heard about you. I think I had heard about you maybe 3-4 years before I even was in the same vicinity or in the same room with you. It was like, wow. J Illa. Like,
that's
who
dope.
the hell is this dude? And then it's like I finally saw a picture and was like, this dude? Okay. All right. Cool. And then when I finally got to hear you live, I was like, oh, this dude. Okay.
Man, that's dope to hear, man.
I get it. So your name had been in front of me a long time before I even met you, and it was an honor and a pleasure to finally get next to you. You know what I mean? To even share the same space with you. Like, you are, without question, you dope.
So, one, thank you very much, man.
Yes,
it's
sir.
always a pleasure to hear
Sir.
when your comrades think that you are
Absolutely.
equally as dope. And if I'm not mistaken, the first time we rocked together, wasn't that at Misha's wedding?
Misha's wedding.
Yeah, man. I think that was the first time I heard you spin. I was like, it's like Buddy Code. You know what I'm saying? Like, real recognize real. I was like, oh shit. Like, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you have like locks or like?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I've been. It's been a year since I cut my hair.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. No, that was that was a good time.
That was a good night. That was a good night. I remember.
Sound system was crazy too.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember how did I even get your number? I think Misha gave it to me. I was like, yo, I need to call him to like see what he play on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm a firm believer, if I'm gonna be on with other DJs, I want to make sure whatever the house setup is comparable for everybody involved. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when you was like, yo, I'll take, if you got some techniques, some tables, or I said I got, the reins and that's perfect.
Yeah, that's a lot of people a lot of people don't rock on the reins like that. But that's my go-to.
I don't know why.
I don't either. That's my go-to.
I don't know why.
It is.
And it's weird because I used to be, dog, you couldn't get me away from CDJs.
Oh, work? MC.
Dude, I stayed on CDJs for most of my career. And then I just jumped out and was like, I want to see what the feel of turntables was like. You know what I mean? And I just jumped in and was like, shit really ain't too much different. But then when Rain came out with these
It's the
joints,
best of both worlds. It's the best of both worlds.
listen, it was one of the best investments ever in life, is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. So, tell me about your pregame. Like when you go into a set or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, an event, what's your pregame like?
Depends on the event.
Okay.
I normally do not pregame. If I am all right, so take something like Summerfest, High Park Summerfest, Brewfest, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I usually come up with like my first 2 or 3 records, and then I go from there. But like setting up, if you're talking about just like creating a set playlist,
No, not
or
even
anything,
creating a set playlist. So like, what do you do? So like for me, right, when I'm on the way to the gig, I listen to music that's totally contradicting.
Oh well, I do that anyway.
From what I'm gonna do, right?
But you know what's crazy, man? After being 20 years in Chicago, at least, there's no necessary. I don't pregame. I detox like after I'm done DJing.
Absolutely.
It's like all slow music, podcast, or nothing, as I try to
reset.
Yeah, and just come down off that natural high, because you know after we rock, when we come in the crib, like we just be wired.
Right.
We'll just like lay in the bed like straight eyes to the ceiling, like, man, I'm tired, but I'm not going to
Dead
sleep.
ass.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't necessarily have a pregame, and I think that's Timbuktu's fault.
Shout out Timbuktu, rest in peace, man. One of the dopest.
Yeah,
one of the dopest.
My brother, one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
And I told him that when he was alive, he was always in my top 5. And the reason I say that, and I credit him for that, he once told me that my biggest problem was I overthink when I DJ.
Word.
He was like, Jay, it's just music, man. He was like, play the song. If they don't dance at that song, they don't dance. He's like, you're a good enough DJ, well, you'll reel them back in. Play what you want to play.
Dope.
So after that, there was no more like pregame type shit.
So let me segue, because I'm glad you brought up Timbuk, which again, he's a legendary DJ in this city and well respected by so many DJs in this city.
And not even just the city, like
Fact.
Yeah.
Fact. What, if I could ask, what does Timbuk mean and represent to you?
Wow. Well, what Tim means to me is like more than DJing. Like, me and Tim we were family. We were brothers. Me and Tim had a very, very rocky relationship.
Okay.
Like one minute we was at each other's throats about to fight. Like on several occasions, the next minute it was always love and looking out for each other.
Definitely. Okay.
You know, me and Buck were roommates for like a year.
Okay.
So and I didn't know Tim knew who I was. Everybody knew who Tim was. And I didn't know he knew who I was in the DJ game. And then once I found out he knew who I was, like the friendship just kind of blossomed.
Dope.
So but when it was rocky, like it was rocky. Me and Tim didn't talk for months. But he was always my favorite DJ. Just his ability to
Hell yeah.
control.
Boy, yes.
Like,
yes.
I had never seen
Yes.
people. The only other person I could sing control it like that was Twilight, and it makes sense because that's who we learned it from.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like he's one of the best, man. He's one of the best.
Word. Okay.
And my brother means everything to me. I rep him wherever I go. Got my got my Timothy Francis Jones Foundation joint.
Yeah.
Up until right after 2020, from 2015 till 2020, whenever I had a birthday party, like all the money was going right to his foundation.
Dope. Because I even remember when I got the word, it was like, wait, hold on, what happened? Like, damn, yo, and it's crazy. Like, so I knew who he was, but I didn't have a personal relationship with him. But it stung. It had a good sting to it all the same when you got the word that he had passed.
Yeah, man.
That shit was like really hurtful because, like you said earlier, this is a community. This is a brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to hear about one of the guys going down, it's like, yo, yikes.
It had to be, if I'm not mistaken, November of like 2013, maybe. Yeah, it had to be like November of 2013. It was probably my 31st. I'm sorry, October of 2013. It was like my 31st birthday party. You know. Anyway, I had it at Y Bar, and he came through, and I remember like he came through. He had on like, you know, it's all black. He had a black hat, and I just remember looking at him, and I was like, he don't look right. This was before he had got diagnosed, but in my mind, I was like, he don't look right. But it wasn't, you know, a big thing. It was like, yo, maybe he just not feeling well, or, you know, need some rest.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, November, I had got off work. I was in my car, and he called me, and he had asked me if I could help him out over at Beauty Bar for a while. And I was like, cool, how long you need help DJing over there?
Oh,
and he was
Chicago
like,
Ave, right?
yeah.
Okay.
He was like, indefinitely. I was like,
shit.
It's like, all right. And not a lot of people know the story. And I was like, all right, what's wrong? And in true Tim fashion, he kind of like cussed me out. He was like, hey, man, you gonna do this shit or not? And in true J fashion, because this is how we banter back and forth, I was like, yeah, I got you. Now what the fuck is wrong?
Right.
And that's when he told me that he was diagnosed with cancer.
Damn.
Yeah. And then we lost him in December of like 2015.
Yeah, I remember.
So
that.
it was like he fought, and again, I'm trying to get my dates right. So if they're wrong, I apologize.
It's all good.
But I think he fought for like a little over a year and a half or something like that before he transitioned.
Got you. Okay. Moving on, because we could sit on Tim
Forever.
all day.
For sure.
All day.
For sure.
Outside of Tim, give me some DJs that have inspired you, or you saw rocking and was like, oh, okay, dude, nice.
Yeah, so it's many layers to that. My inspirations have always been Tim Buck, Twilight Tone, Kid Capri. The person that taught me the game, my man DJ Sean T. He taught me so much. He was my high school baseball coach.
Word.
Yeah, and the first person that ever introduced me to Twilight when I was 16 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Mick, formerly known as Mick Boogie. Pre-pandemic.
Wait,
What? Go ahead.
with the Jazzy Jeff Mick Boogie?
Yeah. Mick.
Word.
Yeah, the reason why is Mick, and I compare his career trajectory with the pre-pandemic D Nice. That was the career that I wanted. Like a lot of dope shit, a lot of brands, a lot of, you know, not having to worry about clubs too much.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
Those were my career goals.
Nice. So if I could just jump over to this, I think for me, I ain't gonna say I think, I know for a fact for me, when I found out you, and shouts out to the Chicago Bears, when I found out you were actually the DJ for the Chicago Bears, my mind was absolutely blown. I was like, yo, get the fuck, are you serious?
Wait, why was it blown though?
It was just like, yo, because like, I guess for me, from the way I kind of came into the game, like I knew DJs, but I didn't know DJs that was doing shit on that level. Mm-hmm. Like for you, I get it. Once you've been in it for a while, it's like, okay, it's just another gig or whatever. But if you kind of sit to the side, or you're an aspiring DJ, like, damn, my man DJs for the Bears. That's crazy. A major organization, and you're and you get paychecks from these people.
That's, you know, I'm entering my 9th season, and it's still surreal.
Damn, 9 years?
Yeah, I'm entering my 9th season. God, I got the call.
Yeah, what was that like? Yo, what was that like?
So, all right. So apparently this was in the making for like a year and a half, and I had no idea. My management was talking to an employee of the Chicago Bears, and she's now like the director of equity and inclusion. Her
Okay.
name is I call her Chief. Anyway, her name is Tanisha Wade.
Got you.
And Chief saw me rock at Promontory a few times.
Okay.
And she knew that, and this was around the time she was like in charge of entertainment. Like she was sitting in a control booth. She was running halftime shows and the people
Okay.
who sing the anthem and stuff. Excuse me. And she got in touch with my manager, and she was talking to Ryan Pace, who was the GM at the time, like, yo, all these other teams got DJs. We should open up a budget and bring a DJ on. They already had my man Jay Funk, who's also a DJ for the Chicago Bulls, who was running the music in the control booth.
Dope.
But she wanted like another DJ to complement him.
Nice.
So once Ryan Pace approved the budget and approved the position, she called and was like, yo, we got the approval. Let's rock. I was in Canada at what's that damn shit. I was in Canada in August of 2015, and hit me like, yo, we got the Bears gig. I was like, holy shit.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Like that would have probably shook me. Tell me you wasn't DJing when you got that call.
No. I was in the hotel room getting ready to go kick it. We were at Carabana. That's where we were.
Got you.
Yeah. So I got the call and I was like, holy shit.
I don't even care. Like to get that call, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to this bar, and I'm about to get plastered because that's worthy of a celebration, dog.
Yeah. No, it was super cool then. It's super cool now. It's a lot of work.
So explain to me what's like a typical Sunday at Soldier Field.
All right. So if kickoff is at noon, then the doors are at 10. So I am there.
Damn, 10 o'clock?
Yeah. My sound check is like 9:30, 9:35.
Okay.
So I'm there at like,
and I'm pretty sure they are
9:25.
precise.
Dude, like I got to be there early, and my sound check is literally like 10 seconds. Like, give me signal. Give them signal. They radio to the control booth. All right, Jay sending you signal. Next thing I know, we hear it over the stadium. All right, you good to go. And that's it.
What?
And then I'm just chilling until it's go time. And so there's a misconception. I do not do the in-game music. That is all my brother Jay Funk.
Okay.
I only do pregame.
Okay.
So when the team is on the field stretching, like that's all me. I usually go on at like 11:15, and I'm done by like 11:40. After that, they roll me in. They roll my DJ booth inside, and I'm like right outside the locker room, and I play like a couple of records to get the boys hype when they come out, so they can have music blaring in the tunnel.
Man, that's crazy as hell.
But I also
dope as
do
hell.
training camp.
Okay. Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay. Out in Bourbonnais.
No, it's not in Bourbonnais no more. It's actually in Hallis,
Oh.
at Hallis Hall.
Hallis
Yeah.
Hall.
Hallis Hall.
Yeah,
They have 4 football fields. Yeah,
What?
they have 4 fields,
Man.
and they have another indoor field in what they call the Walter Payton Center. So like if it's inclement weather, they just move inside and practice.
Dog. Can I borrow $20?
Absolutely. What's your
Appreciate
catch
you.
up?
I got you after the show.
Indeed. I got
Dog,
you.
that's crazy. Okay, so first of all, that's major as hell. Congrats, man.
Thank you,
Like,
man.
congrats
Thank you.
still. Even after 9 years, congrats.
I wonder how long I can do this because like I'm 42 and like and they're all like 22. And you know we don't listen to the same shit. I be
Dog.
like, yo.
Hey, do it until they be like, hey, so listen.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. So when it comes to this DJing thing, what do you say is your formula to longevity in the game?
My personal formula to longevity in the game is being true to myself, 1, and 2, being able to play all different types of music, right? So whenever a new DJ asks me about my journey, I just tell them like every DJ has a crowd that'll listen to him, you know. So
Absolutely.
You don't have to conform to be like the next man. Just be dope. Your crowd will find you.
Absolutely. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I kid you not. I swear to God, I was at Promontory. This was years ago. I'm at Promontory one night. The party's dope. We going crazy. I think I threw on Nirvana. I always play Nirvana. That ain't nothing new.
First of all, it's almost a given.
Yeah,
if your crowd is that type of crowd, it's a given.
And I remember Ferris was like, "Man, I wish I could play that."
What?
I was like, dude, you are Ferris Thomas.
Let me tell you something.
You can play whatever you want.
Let me tell you something. When I knew Ferris was that guy, like, because I even put up a clip in the, when I got interviewed or whatever, it was like, yo, two people I listened to was Bulu and Ferris when I was coming up, And I remember they had something at the Joe River Center. It was a house night. Ferris was one of the headliners, if not the headliner. And let me tell you something. That night, I've never witnessed every song he played. I was in the back of the room like, what the fuck is happening?
I think
right
people
now?
forget, like, Ferris been in the game for so long.
Yeah.
And he was originally a house DJ.
Yes.
And people forget that. Like, when I speak to a lot of younger DJs, and I'd be like, yeah, I was like, nah, Ferris was like a house DJ. He wasn't playing hip hop. They was like, what? It's like, yeah. Like in the late 80s, Chicago was so dominated by house music.
Yeah.
It was only like, I remember Sean T used to tell me it was only a select amount of time that you would even hear hip hop.
Word.
Yeah, at a party. Like, kind of like how it's a select amount of time that you could play like disco and house at some of our parties.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
That's how hip hop was in like the late 80s and stuff. Like, it was dominated by house.
Right, because of course Chicago birthed a house. Blah,
exactly.
blah, blah, all that
like,
Frankie Knuckles.
V-Dub, Von Woods, all of them were like just straight like house DJs. I think Twilight was one of the first, if not the first, DJ to really start bringing hip hop to the forefront. At least on the South Side. Then you always had DJs like Third Rail, Jesse De La Pena, Pena, and stuff like that. But the story of how the party transitioned from like house to hip hop is just super interesting.
Got it. So if you could just call off 5, I'm gonna just leave it at 5. 5 of the most memorable sets or events you've done, what would they be?
DJing on Hot 97 live.
Word?
Yeah. It was not one of my best sets because I was nervous as fuck, and they had a mixer that I had never used before. Like, I had to like download the drivers right before.
What was it?
It was
if you remember.
It was the. Remember, Rain 62 had a 57 version of that? It was a 57 version of this 62.
Okay.
And I had never rocked on that one, so I had to like download the drivers. I was like, wow, this shit is. But yeah, Hot 97 just because I was like, wow. Sway in the Morning. And I was just gonna lump every time I've been on Sway in the Morning.
Damn, dog.
So that's 2. Summerfest. Probably this last one on Saturday.
The one where on 59th?
Yes.
The one.
Yep.
The one we did.
Yep, you did. So you did the one before last, right? Or did you do
right? No, not this past year.
Yeah, you did the one before last when they had Jazz. So both years. So that would be 4. And then what would be number 5? Any Timbuktu Forever, throw it in there. When I was on stage with nothing but killers.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
It's a lot of DJs, man. A lot of DJs ain't want to be on that Timbuktu Forever stage, boy.
But man, listen, because I think I was in the balcony and was like, yeah, I'm cool.
It was a lot of killers.
I'm confident at what I can do. But standing there looking at what was on, I'm good, dog. I didn't want no trouble.
We had some legendary DJs. I was like, nah, we cool. It's like, all right.
Got you. So let me ask you this, because I know what it is for me, but pet peeves when it comes to being at a party And what are like some of your pet peeves?
I guess my main one. I've calmed down so much over the years. It ain't really much that bothers me. The only thing that probably annoys me the most is people who want to have a full blown conversation when I'm trying to DJ. It's like, yo,
like, do you not see them working?
No, they don't, because they don't. Unless you are in it, you don't understand what goes into it,
fam. That's what blows me. Like, lady, man, sir, I'm sitting here running a whole party. How in the hell, dog?
I remember I had to cut the music off on a young lady once.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I mean, and not to be an asshole or nothing like that, but sometimes you just have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to. It's because it's to me, it's super disrespectful to myself and to these other people that's partying, and you sitting over here grabbing and excuse me. Ugh.
Well, this young lady, she wanted to rap. She was like, "Can you just put on an instrumental for me?" I was like,
me?
"Nah." But see, I had let my guy Phil G rap.
What up, Phil?
And
shout out Phil.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Yo, just throw an intro." I was like, "Well, I know his song and I like his song." I was like, "You could send me yours." And like, mind you, this is still in the middle of the party where music is going.
Oh my
and
God.
And she just kept going like for minutes, and I was like, "Hun, like, we're gonna have to talk about this later." I was like, "I got a DJ," and she was like, "But I'm just saying." So I just hit the stop button, and I was like, "All right, go ahead." And she was like, "Well, what you do that for?" I was like, "Because I told you I'm trying to DJ. I can't talk to you and DJ for them. Something got to give. So since you don't want to leave, we can talk. They can wait."
Apparently.
And then of course everybody was looking up, and then she was like, "You being extra?" I was like, "I'm not." And then when she finally left, I was like, "All right, cool."
But why is it always our fault?
Cause we the DJs.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, man. you know everything is our fault. We get blamed for everything.
Hey, they not bringing out the chicken fast enough.
The DJ's fault.
Why? Because the grease ain't hot enough? What do we do?
You doing an event with somebody who's a host, and they be like, "Yo, put my song on." I don't know what your fucking song is. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Like, are you serious? Like, are you, dude? The mayor did that to me at the Inglewood Fest.
Mayor who?
Brandon Johnson. He was like, "All right, DJ, drop my song." I looked. I was like,
huh?
Ain't nobody telling me shit. I played what was queued up. Play my song. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, man.
And guess whose fault that was? Mine. Of course, you know it's gonna be mine. Because I should know what this song is. Like, you know, we get blamed for everything.
You just got in office, like.
No, it was cool, man. It wasn't that big of a deal. It just threw me off, like, you know, or like doing, you know, you do an event and it's hosted by somebody, and it's like they're making an announcement. It's like,
yeah.
I remember I was DJing at the Versace Mansion, and
you so
Miami.
You so fancy.
Shut up.
God damn.
The Versace Mansion in Miami for Art Basel, is Tessa Thompson is the host, and they're doing something. So me, while they're hosting and, you know, about to call out the whatever information they're calling out, me and the other DJ are switching out. Tessa turns around like, "Yo, play something, you know, for this announcement." Me and the other DJ look like,
as you stand there
with, motherfucker, we are switching out.
As
like,
you stand there with a mixer in your hand.
Yeah, like, didn't nobody tell us this? Like, this is shit that you guys need to communicate ahead of time.
Dog.
Ahead of time.
Dog. That's, oh my God, yo. So let me ask you this then. Give me 2 times to whereas it was just like epic fail, fuck, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Oh man, okay. So it was a biology bar. I was the opening DJ
biology
for
bar.
The Raekwon concert. It was the first time I ever DJ'd a concert. Why did I end up playing all of Raekwon's music? Yo, his manager was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" I was like, duh. "Oh shit."
Look,
yo, man.
Wait, similar story. I was in West Virginia. Me and the artist, we was on it was artist I was out with, and we was on the Nelly gig.
Okay.
I'm going. So of course they like, yo, don't play nothing with Nelly in it. Got you, no problem. Got the crowd running. My dumb ass.
Where the party at?
Boy, listen, I've never seen management shoot from out of nowhere so fast. It was like, yo, what the fuck? Hey. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
And
Yeah,
so
man.
you got this irritating ass.
As you try to cue up something else real quick. Yeah.
Dog.
Got
Got off the stage, my man was like about 6'3", 6'4", probably about 250, and was like, "Hey man, what the fuck? Hey, okay, you recovered. Don't do this shit no more."
Yeah, man.
It's like, oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
I can't even name a second one. That one was so fucking embarrassing. That was like not just one record or two. It was like 5.
oh my god, dog. They let you get that far in, or was you just running so fast?
I was just running like it was like just hot mixing, and we was on record. So I like this was back when we was on record. So I already had them like all queued up, and we just running through them. Yeah, man. Not my best moment.
Okay.
Not
I
my
mean,
best moment.
hey, listen. I'm sure it's happened to every, even the big wigs. I'm sure it's.
Oh, I've
happened.
seen some of our favorite DJs brick and fuck up. But I think that's the only time I was actually embarrassed. I have more funny stories than actually embarrassing stories of DJing on like
Okay, I'll take one.
a funny story.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so my first time rocking in DR, and I'm with
Fancy ass.
shut up. I'm with Big Tigger. Mimi from Love and Hip Hop is one of the hosts. Like and of course they don't know me from
Nowhere.
From nowhere.
Right.
And it's a beach party. And it's my first one I'm rocking. So I'm chilling. And I hop on. And I just start going crazy. Like I'm going crazy. Like I'm like, man, I got the Bruce Leroy glow. This shit's popping. Motherfucking Big Tigger turning around like, who the fuck is this dude? Mimi turning around like, who's this? This dude got so amped who was hosting the party. This is like, he like 6'2", 210, like swole. Motherfucker bumps me out the way where I can't DJ anymore. So he could like drop out the music and just start like yelling over the mic. I literally just put my headphones down and like
what?
stepped to the back and was like, I just want to DJ. like just chilling.
Well, first
to the
of all-
point where like the other DJ who was running it looked at me, so I wasn't DJing, was like, shut up, my man Flamingo. He just started laughing. Then went to dude and was like, hey man, yo, he got a DJ. Oh, my bad. What? Like that shit was so
Well, first of all, how did
bad.
this big motherfucker? How did he even get up there?
It wasn't a stage. It was like we was literally just on the beach, and he was just like, it was like hosts from all over, and this motherfucker was just yelling on the mic. It was crazy. But shout out Mimi, man, because Mimi like pulled me to the side, and she was like, and I don't watch reality TV and shit like that.
Right.
But she told me I did an incredible job. She asked me if I was from New York. I was like, nah, Chicago. And,
Okay.
And she was like, I think you've become my new favorite DJ. And I was like, that's
Oh,
what's
that's
up.
dope.
I was like,
That's so
what's up.
dope. So, as it relates to your favorite DJs that's not local, like some of the big wigs, as quote unquote big wigs, who would you put in that category?
Clark Kent, Jazzy Jeff. I love listening to DJ Active. Shit. Not sure who else.
Okay.
I said Clark. I said Jeff. Yeah. I said Active.
An activist so crazy.
Active, yeah, and he a super cool dude.
Yeah, he is. Yes,
Um,
he is.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Now, if you had to categorize your style, where would you place yourself, or what would you want to call it?
All right, so I think that's a dope question. One, because I think there's always so many types of styles of DJing that you could be incredible at, whether you're a turntablist, a selector, a party rocker. I look at myself as kind of like a hybrid of everything. Like I know how to do some turntablist stuff, though I am not a technician.
Okay.
I can rock a party, though you won't hear me on the mic and dropping drops every few songs. But given the right environment, I mean, you've seen at Summerfest, you know, I can get on mic and rock the crowd with the best of them.
Absolutely.
So I think I'm just a hybrid. I think I take elements from everything and just try to incorporate it.
All right. So when it comes to up and coming DJs, right? What 3 rules or 3 pieces of advice would you give them?
One, there are no rules. There are no rules to this. In hip hop, you make your own rules. Because DJing is just a branch of the hip hop culture, and it was invented to play by your own rules. So the other advice is learn the basics before being a star.
Absolutely.
Learn how to troubleshoot, learn how to blend. Scratching is cool. I know a lot of dope DJs who can't scratch, and I know a lot of dope DJs who could scratch but can't rock a party.
Absolutely.
So, and learn your music and take time to develop your craft.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of shit that we do, wow, man, it's not built.
Rome ain't built.
It wasn't built in a day. Like this is years and years in the making.
Absolutely, and I think for me, like, again, man, I appreciate technology. But I can't stand technology only to the degree that it's made it so easy for people to just get in and.
Oh yeah, I'm a DJ now. But let's be fair, man. Like I don't sweat anybody who starts to the craft and wants to do what we do. But the fact of the matter is, real recognize real, and we always separate ourselves when we come on after somebody else.
Absolutely.
Because people think, I'm just going to get a computer, I'm going to get the hottest records, I'm going to get a controller, I'm going to play the hottest records, and I'm just going to be dope. Well, it's never what you play, it's how you play it.
Absolutely.
Like, if you train wrecking all the hottest records, are you really doing something?
And the crazy thing is like, really, for me, how many times can you hit the hottest record in a night?
Yeah, man. I mean, what Tim say? It's just music, man.
Right.
It's just music.
Because I think I know for me, I like to get there hour. I try to make it within an hour just to kind of see where the DJ in front of me is at. And even in the last couple of minutes of his set, it'll be like, yo, what have you, what have you played? Where'd you go? So I can try to make sure it's my goal to go the opposite direction of what you went, because I know if I'm a party goer, I don't want to hear Jay-Z's remix.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that 3 times in the night.
Shit, do you even want to hear it? You barely hear it once now these days.
Fact.
I mean, the crazy thing is, I'm like you. I get there 30 minutes before set time. I just did an event with Grilla, and he was murdering that shit. And I'm just sitting back like, I was going to play that. I'm not going to play that now. I was going to play that. I'm not going to play that now.
Been there.
And it wasn't like, oh, man, he playing everything. I'm going to play. Like, that's corny shit. And I was just like, all right, cool. Like, I'm glad I'm here.
Right.
Because I would have played that.
Right.
And then everybody's just been looking like, yo, like, I just heard that.
Right. And I think more DJs, that's another one of them rules, personally.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on a set with multiple DJs, get that to hear what the other guys are doing, because I think it'll avoid oversaturation of the same songs. But then beyond that, we're at a point of you could get some inspiration. Like the DJ in front of you probably gonna do something, and you'll be like, oh, okay.
I agree, but that's also the cloth in which we're cut. How many DJs now are coming in just doing it for clout? So they don't care about that. They gonna make their grand entrance. They set time as 12. They gonna come in at 12:05. Hop on at 12:10, and I'm the headliner, and I'm cool, and I'm doing it like.
I don't use the word hate, but I hate when somebody hits me with, oh, I'm the headliner. Yo, you know how many times I've been somewhere when somebody was a headliner and got burned by the opener, who was 2 DJs in front of the headliner?
Hey, man.
Go on the hell on, man. Like, stop that.
The ego of the... I mean, we are... The fact of the matter is we are local hood celebrities, right?
Fact.
And if you allow it to, it will go to your head.
Fact.
And when it goes to your head, then those are the results. And the best way to get out of that is to go up against some killers when you realize that you ain't shit.
Yeah, but then I know some people who've got murdered by killers and still stay in that same vein a bit, and it's like you don't get it. So for me, we cool. I'll be over here though. Like,
yeah,
I can't.
Nah, I feel you. I mean,
yeah,
it's the game, man. In the illustrious words of Fontigolo, I love hip hop. I just hate the niggas in it.
Yes, man. Yes.
And then, like, you know, like, what we doing it for? Like me, I'm doing it because I'm a hip hop motherfucker. A lot of people ain't doing it because they are a part of the culture. A lot of people are doing it for clout these days.
I would say so. I would say so. And I mean, I just let people be where they at.
Exactly.
At this point.
Exactly. Because it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Nothing.
It ain't got nothing. Until you step into the arena, and then it's like, and I'm not talking about like it being personal. I'm just talking about a part of the hip hop culture. Like, it was always like, I don't want to be the weakest link.
Absolutely.
So, like, friendly competition.
Yes.
It's like, yo,
yes,
I'm gonna kill this shit.
Yes.
All right, you gonna kill this shit? All right, yeah, cool. We all gonna kill this shit then.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's lacking. It's too much clout, too much kumbaya. Motherfuckers don't want to be like, motherfuckers don't want to be challenged. And egos are way out of control.
Absolutely. Way super out of control. Super out of control. So last question before we get up out of here. Your go-to setup is what?
My go-to setup on my rider are Rain MK2s with a Pioneer Rev 7.
Rev 7?
Yes.
Okay. Your backup to your go-to would be?
My backup, Jesus Christ. Technique 1200s with an S9.
Absolutely.
If I have to use a controller, I'm at the point now, man. Like, I just try to make my life easy. I'll rock on anything you put in front of me. But my go-to controller would be the Rev 7.
Nice. So, man, tell the people where they can find you at, where your residence is, your social media handles. Just give my people all that.
I can be found on Instagram, on Twitter, also known as X, and Threads at Jayilla, JAYILLA. I don't have any residencies right now. I like to float around. The closest thing I have to a residency is Soho House every second Saturday. I did just start my own event where it's just me, kind of like my version of Boiler Room.
Was that the joint you did at the Promontory?
To Get Busy, Volume 1.
Dope.
Volume 2 is on its way. So I will be releasing that soon. And yeah, if you want to find out where I'm rocking, you just got to follow the kid.
Man, I appreciate it. Yo, thank you for coming through, man.
Wow,
dropping some knowledge,
thank you,
man, and just sharing your stories, man.
Thank you.
I think for me, this is what the culture needs, man, to get this backside of the game. You know what I mean? Just to sit and talk and get a real understanding of how life has been for a lot of us out here. You know what I mean?
And everybody got stories, man. You know, for any aspiring DJ or anybody that, you know, that's in the culture, take bits and pieces from all of our stories, and apply it the best way you can, and move the way you want to move.
Absolutely. So look, we gonna go and get up out of here, man. I appreciate my man Jayilla for rocking. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in to Drop the Beat podcast with myself, DJ Wildchild. Until the next episode, we'll holler at you. Peace.
Brothers and sisters, we have something here that we want to present to you.
Yo, sound man, turn up.
Peeves.